Hello, my name is Monty, and today I'd like to share a secret with you about body language. I have a couple of my friends with me here that are going to assist me in that task. Our hope is to educate you on the basics of reading body language. It takes many years to truly master the art of reading body language. But for today's purposes, we're just going to talk about the basics. And we're going to do that by talking about three main points. And they are as follows. Why is it important to understand body language? Why is it important to use your body language effectively? And lastly, how to read a person like a book. Now let's talk about speaking without speaking. When two people are standing around talking, they are saying things with their words, but they're also saying things with their bodies. Scientific studies have shown that people communicate more effectively through body language than they do through speaking. So why is this important? Well, because when one learns how to read body language, they become a more effective speaker and listener. A common question that arises when people want to learn how to read body language is, where do I start? And why should I bother? Well, you start by watching a video like this. And the reason why it's important is because what if somebody's lying to you or they're trying to deceive you? I don't know about you, but I want to know if somebody's telling me the truth. We all have the right to be told the truth. Earlier I said I had a secret I wanted to share with you about body language. I would like to introduce my friend Christopher, and he's going to talk to you a little bit more about body language, how to understand it, how to spot it. Christopher?
Thank you, Monty, for introducing me. Today I'm going to speak about body language and attraction. How you can spot attraction through body language, and also how you can spot someone who's not attracted to you. To start off with, how many of you have gone to a bar, sort of in a dating scene, but you see someone across the bar? You're eyeing them, you think they're decent looking, but you're not sure if you should approach them or not because you are unsure if they are attracted to you. Well, there are several key signs you can look for next time you go to that bar, next time you see that attractive person. One would be their entire body themselves. If they are attracted to you, the easiest way is they try to show off as much of their body as possible by standing straight or sitting tall, that kind of thing. Another way is eye contact. If they are keeping eye contact with you, that's another easy way to show that they are attracted to you. And finally, a good way to see if they are attracted to you is by if they are physically looking in your direction. Body, whole body and everything in your direction. Now, to find out if they are not attracted to you, easiest way is, well, if they are not trying to keep eye contact with you. They're just looking around the room and you don't exist. Another way would be is if you lean in to talk to them and they lean back. And finally, a good way to tell if they are not attracted to you is if they physically are in a complete different direction that you are. So today, I gave you some fine examples of how to use body language to tell attraction versus someone who is not attracted to you. And now I'm going to give the floor to my friend James here, who's going to tell you how to spot depression using body language. James.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Today I'd like to talk to you about the importance to know the body language signs of depression. Knowing these signs will help you know how you are coming across to others and how others are coming across to you. The first sign to look for is a person's posture. There are two different ways of looking at this. One could be they have slumped shoulders and always down. Another one is they're curled back and just not really into it. And another way is by being small. Basically, a normal person would stand with their feet about shoulder width apart. Someone who's depressed would keep their feet close together and try to take up as little space as possible. The second sign to watch for is if they have good eye contact. If they don't have good eye contact and they're looking away from you, then they're not trying to keep, good eye contact because they're depressed and they don't want to look at you because they don't want to be acknowledged. Another way of doing this is by their emotions, by them talking or listening, and if they're not talking or listening to you. The last sign to look for is how a person is if they're moving slow or sluggish. Because if you're moving slow and sluggish, they usually have lack of energy, low self-esteem, and they just find it hard to do things like get up in the morning, get themselves together, just simple tasks every day they don't want to do very easily. Hopefully this gives you a better understanding as to why it is important to understand body language, why it is important to use your body language effectively, and how to read others like a book. That's the secret to body language.